So now problem number 3 in final company accounts. So let us discuss this problem. From the following particulars of Goodluck Limited, prepare the statement of profit and loss account and balance sheet as on 31st 3 2015. So now one by one debit side information we'll see. So this is debit and credit side balance is given. So one kind of trail balance information is given here. So first one, investment in a share. So whenever we talk about investment, so under which working note it comes, that we have to identify. So here working note number 12, that is immediately after fixed asset there is one working note, that is investment. So that too non-current investment, hence it is not specified in the problem. We'll assume that it is more than 1 year. That is why here we have to consider this information under working note number 12. Then purchases. Purchases, you know, that is purchases of stock in trade, that is P&L working note. So P&L working note number 25. There you have to write purchases and you have to see whether there is any purchase return. In this question, they have not mentioned about purchase return, but there is certain adjustment. If item is not related to the purchases, then we have to deduct such item from the purchases and we have to add to the respective or concerned item. So that we have to see in the adjustment. Then packing charges and delivery charges. You see, packing charges and delivery charges are other expenses because it is debit balance is given. So other expenses is working note number 30. There you have to write these two information, packing charges and delivery charges. Next thing is about stock on 1/4/2014. So 1/4/2014, that is at the beginning of the year. So this is a opening stock you have to show in changes in inventory. Changes in inventory working note is there. So there you have to show this information. Changes in inventory working note number 26. There you have to consider this opening stock information. So we are discussing about problem number 3 of Goodluck Limited. So now next thing is about wages and salary. Where you are going to write wages and salary, that we have to identify. So wages and salary are employee benefit expenses. So it is given to the employee of the organization. So that is why we have to write this under working note number 27 under profit of statement of profit and loss account, employee benefit expenses. There we have to consider these two items. Then director fee is given and carriage is also mentioned. Director fee and carriage debit balance is given in the problem. So debit balance means, so it is other expenses. Other expenses working note number 30 in profit and loss account. Profit and loss account last working note, there we have to write this information, that is director fee and carriage. Then dividend for 2014 6,000, which is already given in the trail balance. So now dividend already mentioned in the trail balance, you have to consider under working note number 2. Working note number 2, there are two heads. One is general reserve and second one is profit and loss account. Under profit and loss account, you have to deduct these items. This item you have to deduct, so that you have to keep in mind. Then preference dividend for half year up to 39 2014 is paid. So half year dividend is paid and remaining half year dividend is not paid. So that is from October to March, it is not paid. So here what we are going to do, this is not paid dividend or preference dividend due, that is other current liability. So under other current liability working note number 9, we have to show that due information. So this information you have to write under working note number 9. Then machinery you see, machinery 12,500. Machinery is 12,500, that is fixed asset. Fixed asset you have to write 12,500. And one more thing about preference dividend, in the working note number 2 also you have to consider preference dividend. See this one, I told you have to consider for working note number 9. That is correct. That is only due information. That is from October to March you have to consider this. Then preference dividend is paid out of profit. So we want a total dividend paid for the year 2015. So half of the dividend is paid, that is 3,000 remaining off. So 3,000 plus 3,000 total 6,000 dividend you have to deduct from profit and loss account under working note number 2 in balance sheet. So that is about preference dividend. And machinery, it is a fixed asset, you have to consider under working note number 11. Then discount on issue of debenture. Discount on issue of debenture is where you are going to write this information. Can anyone tell me? Discount on issue of debenture, under which working note it comes? Can you tell me now? Nishant, Amrita, Ashish, Akamsha, Suresh, Disha. Tell me where you are going to show discount on issue of debenture. Whether it is a liability, whether it is a asset. Tell me, liability or asset. If it is a asset, whether it is a fixed asset or current asset, that also we have to consider. That also we have to see. Disha is saying it is a liability. Discount on issue of debenture. So it is not a liability, it is asset. It is asset, and that too under current asset you have to show this information. So current asset, again there is one more concept under current asset, other current asset. So this comes under other current asset, like if there is any preliminary expenses. Whenever we are doing the horizontal form of balance sheet, there we used to show preliminary expenses in the asset side. Similarly, discount on issue of debenture also comes in the asset side. That is why this is other current asset, working note number 21. There you have to show this information. So that is about discount on issue of debenture. Next, rent and taxes. Rates and taxes. Rates and taxes, that is other expenses. Rates and tax, other expenses, working note number 30. There you have to show preliminary expenses. It is other current asset, working note number 21. There you have to show this information. Bills receivable is nothing but it is a other current asset. Bills receivable, you have to remember this, it is other current asset, working note number 21. If bills payable is given, that is other current liability. Other current liability, that is working note number 9. There you have to show if bills payable information is given in the question. Interest on bank loan, any bank charges, debenture interest, interest on bank loan, all are finance cost. So that is why finance cost you have to show under working note number 28. Working note number 28 in P&L account, there this information you have to show. Then debenture interest for half year up to 39 2014 1875 is given in the question. So now debenture interest, you know debenture is a long term borrowing. Debenture is a long term borrowing. That is why it is working note number 3. And if there is any outstanding interest, what do you mean by outstanding interest? If any interest is not paid, that also you have to show under working note number 3. That is long term borrowing, you have to add to debenture. So this information you have to consider under working note number 3. Then if there is any debenture interest written off, then in that case you have to show under working note number 29, that is depreciation and amortization expenses. Then sundry debtor. Sundry debtor, where this information comes? Sundry debtor is trade receivable. If creditor is given, it is trade payable. Here debtor is mentioned, so it is a trade receivable. Trade receivable, working note number 18. So there you have to show this information. And if there is any bad debt, that is new bad debt is given in the problem, new reserve for bad debt, that you have to deduct from debtor. Next thing about building. Building is fixed asset, working note number 11. Furniture, again fixed asset, working note number 11. Technical know-how, again it is, you can consider this under fixed asset. Fixed asset, so again it is working note number 11, but for technical know-how, there is certain adjustment that we have to see. And cash. Cash is cash and cash equivalent, working note number 19. There you have to show cash and cash equivalent consist of two part. One is cash in hand and one more is cash at bank. So in this question they have simply mentioned cash. So you have to consider under working note number 19. So these are all the items whatever we discussed, that is from the debit side, where and all you have to record these item we have discussed now. Now credit side information we have to see. Credit balance, creditor is given, so creditor is a trade payable. Trade payable, working note number 8. There you have to show this information. Next two things, preference share capital, shares of 100 each, that is 1 lakh, and equity share capital, shares of 10 each, 1 lakh. So two types of share capital is given. So this is working note number 1. Working note number 1, share capital. There you have to show these two information. Then what else is given? Mortgage debenture, 5% mortgage debenture, long term borrowing, working note number 3. There you have to show dividend and interest. Dividend and interest, now credit balance is given. So can you tell me under which working note it comes? Credit balance of dividend and interest. Can you tell me the working note number now? Or can you mention the name of working note? Yes, tell me now. Dividend and interest, credit balance. Under profit and loss account, in order to get total revenue, which two information we need? Can you tell me which two information we need in order to get a total revenue? Yes, Nishant, Amrita, Ashish, Akamcha, Suresh, Disha. Just tell me which two information we need to get total revenue. Total revenue we can determine with the help of revenue from operation. Revenue from operation, that is working note number 22, plus other income, working note number 23. If you add these two information, you will get a total revenue. So this dividend and interest, that is working note number 23, that is other income, there you have to show these two information. Then next thing is about profit and loss account as on 1/4/2014, that is 14,250. So this profit and loss account, it is a brought forward information about the previous year. So this previous year brought forward information you are going to show under working note number 2. Working note number 2, that is reserves and surplus. Under that there are two categories, not under reserve, under surplus, P&L account. First thing you have to show this information, profit and loss account brought forward. Then you have to add if there is any profit for the period, and from that you have to deduct if any transfer is made to other accounts from the profit, or if there is any dividend is paid from the profit, that you have to deduct from the profit and loss account. But here now we have to write this under working note number 2. Then sales. Sales is revenue from operation. Whenever it is a revenue from operation, working note number 22, P&L first working note, there you have to write this information. Then one more information is given in the credit side, that is bank loan. Bank loan 75,000. Can you tell me where you are going to show this bank loan? Credit balance, bank loan. Tell me now. Credit balance, bank loan. where you are going to show this information. Whether this is a long term borrowing, whether this is a long term borrowing, bank loan, can you tell me? Because no information is given. Where if it is a short term borrowing, we want a specified information. It is not given in the problem. So here bank loan we can consider as the long term borrowings of the company. So whenever it is a long term borrowing, we will consider under working note number 3. So already in working note number 3, there is a debenture. So along with debenture, you can show bank loan also. So this is about credit side information. So we have to see any other credit side information is given. No. So trail balance, see this now. Total, that is 7,70,845 is mentioned. Now next one. Next one we have to see adjustment. There are certain adjustment is given, and you know adjustment appears twice. So twice we have to record this adjustment item. Where and all that we have to see now. So first adjustment we will discuss, that is closing stock. Closing stock 71,250. So first thing you have to do under working note number 26, changes in inventory, from opening stock you have to deduct closing stock in order to get the changes or the difference amount. So first entry, that is working note number 26. Then second entry in inventory, that is working note number 17. There you have to show closing stock information, that is balance sheet asset side working note 17. There you have to show closing stock at market value or actual value, whichever is low you have to consider, like what we have done in the previous problem. So here directly they have given the actual value, so you can take the actual value. Next one, wages. Wages includes 1,000 incurred for installation of machinery. That means this 1,000 is not a part of wages. So wages where you are going to record under working note number 27, that is employee benefit expenses. Under employee benefit expenses, from wages you have to deduct this information. 1,000 you have to deduct from wages, and where you are going to add this 1,000 to machinery. Machinery where you are going to record, that is working note number 11. So working note number 11 to machinery you have to add, and from working note number 27, that is from wages you have to deduct this information. So two times for every information, two entry for two adjustments. Adjustment comes twice. See this. Now next one. Purchases includes goods worth 2,500 distributed free among customer. So this is not a part of purchases once again. So from working note number 25, purchases of stock in trade, you have to deduct this item. Then one more thing. Distributed freely among customer means what? Can you tell me? Why it is distributed freely among customer? What is the reason? Can you tell me? Distributed. Some goods distributed freely among customer. Why? Whether it is a promotional expenses, whether it is a advertisement expenses. So whenever there is yes, Amrita is saying yes, so correct. So here advertisement expenses. So free goods, it is advertisement expenses. We are, suppose company is making any advertisement campaign. In that case, company will give some sample goods, the sample goods to the customer, so they can get to know the company's product. So here this advertisement expenses comes under other expenses. So under other expenses, working note number 30, you have to record this information. So two entry, one is from purchases you have to deduct, and in other expenses you have to add this information. Next thing, depreciate furniture at 10% on original cost. So in this question, if you see, furniture at cost is also given and actual value of the furniture is also given. Cost of the furniture is 25,000 and actual value of the furniture, that is 17,500. So in order to get the depreciation, we want the original cost. So we have to take a 25,000. So whenever we are taking this on the very original cost, so now we have to decide where you are going to write. So under profit and loss account, there is one working note, depreciation and amortization expenses. That is working note number 29. So working note number 21, 29, there you have to show this information. Depreciation information, there you have to show. And one more thing you have to do, this furniture working note number 11. Working note number 11, from furniture, you have to deduct this depreciation. So see this, every adjustment two-way effect is there for adjustment. So now we have done with this adjustment. Next one, you see, write off half of discount on issue of debenture. Whenever you see the word write off, so whenever you see the word write off, it comes under depreciation and amortization expenses. So that is working note number 29. Working note number 29, you have to show this information. Then one more information you have to see. One more information you have to see here, that is where you are going to write this. That is under working note number 21. Working note number 21, that is discount on issue of debenture. You have to deduct this amount, write off amount you have to deduct, and you have to show the remaining amount. So that is about write off of discount on debenture. Next one, provide for remaining half year's preference dividend. Provide for remaining half year's preference dividend. So where and all you can write this information. Preference dividend, see this, once again we have to see that adjustment. Remaining half of dividend means it is a preference dividend due. Whenever it is a preference dividend due, that information you are going to show in working note number 9, that is other current liability. Other current liability, there you are to show this information. And one more thing, from, see this, one more thing you have to consider, that is profit and loss account. Profit and loss account, there also you have to show this information. That is working note number 2. From P&L you have to deduct this one. So two-way transaction again. Then seventh adjustment, if you see, technical know-how is to be written down over 15 years. So now technical know-how is given in the problem. See this, technical know-how is given in the problem 75,000. That is cost value of technical know-how is given. So 75,000 written down over 15 year means we want written down value for 1 year. How to calculate written down value for 1 year? 75,000 divided by 15. If you do, you will get written down value for 1 year. So this written down value you have to show under working note number 29, that is depreciation and amortization expenses. Then one more thing you have to do, this technical know-how we are going to consider under fixed asset. So under fixed asset, from technical know-how you have to deduct this written down information. So two-way transaction, once again it is there. Then next, provision for taxation. Provision for taxation, that is 5,000. So you know this provision for taxation, profit prior to the exceptional item to tax you will get in P&L account, that is total revenue minus total expenses. And once you got that information, from that you can deduct this tax expenses, because this provision for taxation is a tax expense. You can deduct in P&L account. So one there you have to write. And one more thing, it is a short term provision. Short term provision, that is working note number 10 under liability, last working note. So there you have to show this short term provision information. So two-way, once again transaction is there. The last adjustment, adjustment number 9, we have to discuss. So see this now, last working adjustment, authorized capital. Authorized capital of the company is 3 lakh. They have said, consisting of 1,500 6% preference shares of 100 each. So this information is given. That means your preference share capital, maximum preference share capital company can have that is 1,50,000. Similarly, equity share capital, that is 15,000 into 10, that is also 1,50,000. But if you see the trail balance, their credit side, they have given the information. So what is this information? It is nothing but paid up capital. Preference share 1 lakh and equity share 1 lakh. So we have to consider these two information under share capital, and this adjustment is not that relevant. So adjustment number 9 is of no use from the point of view of this problem. So we have discussed all the 9 adjustment and all the items whatever given in the trail balance. So any doubt till now you can ask me. Yes, tell me now. Have you understood this problem? Tell me. Have you understood this problem? Any doubt regarding this one, you can tell me. Have you understood? I hope this concept is very clear. First thing, you have to see the format. You have to see the format. You have to remember the names and working note number. Then it will be very comparatively easy while solving the problem. So now we discussed about all the things. Now we have to discuss about notes to profit and loss account. So now let us discuss the notes to profit and loss account. See this. So our notes starts from note number 22. Under P&L account, there are 9 notes, that is from 22 to 30. So now let us discuss one by one. Notes to statement of profit and loss account. First one, note number 22. Note number 22 is revenue from operation. Only one information that is given in the credit side of trail balance, that is sales information. Directly you can write this information. Working note number 22 is over. Next, note number 23, other income. Again, credit side trade balance information is given. Dividend and interest. Directly you can write that amount. Then no other adjustment here. So working note number 23 is also over. Dividend and interest 22,420. Next, note number 24 is cost of raw material consumed. But in this question, raw material information is not given. That is why it is a nil. Then, note number 25, that is about purchase of stock in trade. So here, purchase of stock in trade, first thing, debit side purchase information we want. So let us see the question now. Debit side purchase information, that is 2,65,545. So that is purchase information. So from this, there is one adjustment that you have to deduct. What is the adjustment regarding the purchases? That is 2,000 is advertisement expenses, that is included in the purchases that we have to deduct. So now it is very clear, from purchase information less free goods or advertisement expenses. So we get the final purchase answer. Final purchases, that is 2,63,045. So that is note number 25. And here no purchase return. No purchase return is mentioned in the problem. So here doesn't matter. We can directly calculate the answer here. Working note number 25 answer we have calculated. Yes, next thing we have to do here, see working note number 26. Working note number 26 we have to see, that is changes in inventory. Changes in inventory, we want opening stock and we want closing stock information. So where opening stock information is given, once again we'll see the question. Opening stock, that is stock on 1/4/2014, that is 72,600. So opening stock is given and closing stock is given in the adjustment 71,250. So we have to deduct both. So in order to get the difference, that is 72,600, here opening stock is more and closing stock is less. So here you will get the positive balance. Positive balance of 1,350. But if you see the previous problem, there and all opening stock is less and closing stock is more. In that case, you will get the negative balance. Whenever you get the negative balance, same balance you have to show in the statement of profit and loss account. If it is negative 25,000, you have to write same negative 25,000 and you have to deduct that item once you while you are calculating the total. So now working note number 26 is over, no other information. Then working note number 27 is employee benefit expenses. Their wages information is given. Where wages information is given, once again we have to see the question. Their wages, see this 15,000 information is mentioned and there is adjustment for wages. That is 1,000 for installation of machinery is included in the wages that you have to deduct. So 15,000 minus 1,000 less installation of machinery 1,000. So now final wages is 14,000. Then salary. What about salary? Salary information is given in the trail balance debit side. So that is 9,000. So total wages plus total salary, you will get employee benefit expenses. That is 14,000 plus 9,000, total 23,000. Our working note number 27 is over. Next, note number 28 or working note number 28 is about finance cost. Finance cost information. There you see finance cost information. Once again, we have to see the question. What and all we can enter in finance cost information. So there is interest on bank loan. See this one. Interest on bank loan that you can enter 2,900. See this, that we have recorded interest on bank loan. And one more thing is about debenture interest. Debenture interest, we have to see the question. Debenture interest information is given. That is for half year debenture interest is paid, it seems. That is 1,875 it is paid. But we want the debenture interest for 1 year, one financial year. So remaining 6 months how to calculate? So if 6 month debenture interest, that is from April to September, is 1,875. So of course the remaining 6 month interest is also 1,875. Or else you can see debenture information. See this debenture information is given here 75,000. 75,000 into 5%. So let us cross check this information now. Let us use the calculator. 75,000 into 75,000 into 5% into 6 month information we want. 6 divided by 12. So what is the value? 1,875. So it is same. Both the way answer is same. So you have to add that information. See this debenture interest first 6 month 1,875. Next 6 month debenture interest from October to March, that is 1,875. Interest on bank loan given in the question. So total finance cost, add all these things, you will get 6,650. That is note number 28. So now note number 28 is over. Now next thing we have to see is note number 29. Note number 29 here is depreciation and amortization expenses. So here depreciation and amortization expenses, there is one furniture depreciation. Furniture depreciation they have mentioned. See this depreciation on furniture. How to calculate depreciation on furniture? That is we want original cost of furniture. See this in the trail balance they have given furniture cost is 25,000. So on this 25,000 we have to take the depreciation percentage that is given in the adjustment. See this 25,000 into 10%. So that is depreciation on furniture is 2,500. Now this is clear. Then next to return of information is given in the adjustment. So that also we have to see. So see this one, return of information, write off half of discount on issue of debenture. So first thing we want a discount on issue of debenture, we have to find out in the trail balance. See this discount on issue of debenture value, that is 1,000. So write off half means 1,000 into 1 by 2 or 1,000 into 50%. So you will get 500. So same 500 is written here. See this same 500 is written. Then a technical know-how written off. Technical know-how also we have to see the adjustment. If you see the adjustment, you will come to know it is written down over 15 year. We want written down value for 1 year. Technical know-how at cost is 75,000. 75,000 divided by 15 if you do, you will get return down value for 1 year. That is 5,000. So final depreciation and amortization expenses total, add all these three information, 2,500 plus 500 plus 5,000, you will get total answer or final answer, that is 8,000. Working note number 29 is over. Now, after doing this working note, last working note of profit and loss account, that is working note number 30, that is other expenses we have to see. Other expenses information. So for this we have to see the trail balance. Trail balance we have already discussed, but once again we will see the trail balance. See this now. Here we have to identify what and all other expenses. So directly some of the information is given. Packing and delivery charges, it is other expenses. So both information you can show. Then one more thing, director fee and carriage, this is also other expenses. There you can show the information. Rates and taxes, this is also other expenses. So five information directly given, so that you can enter under working note number 30. See this: packing charge, delivery charge, director fee, carriage, and rent, rates and taxes. So now we have recorded. One more additional information we want, that is advertisement expenses. It is not given directly, but if you see the adjustment, you will come to know. So see this adjustment number 3. Purchases included goods worth 2,500 distributed freely among the customer. So this 2,500 is advertisement expenses. For advertisement campaign, some goods are given freely to the customer by the company. So this 2,500 you can show under other expenses. So final other expenses total we want. First five information plus this advertisement expenses information. If you add all these things, 9,000, 17,700, 2,000 plus 4,100, 7,750 plus 2,500, you will get the final other expenses, that is 43,050. So now note number 30 is also over. So now we have prepared the working note from working note number 22 to working note number 30. So this is the working note for profit and loss account. So now our next step is, immediately after preparation of profit and loss account working note, we have to do the profit and loss account format. That is nothing but statement of profit and loss account. So we have to prepare the format now. Let us see that format. Say this: statement of profit and loss account for the year ending 31st 3 2015. So here there are three columns: particular, note number, and amount. So now particular column, you see, in order to get total revenue, we have to add these two information, that is revenue from operation working note number 22 and other income working note number 23. So now working note number 22 answer we want revenue from operation. First you have to write under particular revenue from operation. You have to write the note number, that is 22, and amount from where you can get. You have to see the working note which is already prepared. See this working note number 22, revenue from operation, only sales information. So write that information. So that 3,40,250, 3,40,250 is written. And other income again, there is only one information. If you see the working note, you will come to know, that is dividend and interest. So directly that is 22,420 we have written. So now we want total revenue. Total revenue means other revenue from operation plus other income. If you add these two things, you will get total revenue, that is 3,62,670. Yes, now we got a total revenue. Next thing, we want the total expenses in order to get the profit prior to exceptional item and taxes. So next head you have to write heading, that is total expenses. So total expenses, see this now expenses we have written. Expenses working note starts from 24 and it ends on 30. So there are total 7 working note for expenses. First one, cost of a material consumed. Expenses first working note, that is working note number 24. Amount is not there, nil. Why? Because raw material information, stock spares information, work in progress information, that and all not given in the question. Next one, purchases of stock in a trade, that is working note number 25. So let us see the working note number 25 final total. So just we want to write that final total, that's it. See this final total of working note number 25, that is 2,63,045. So this 2,63,045 you are going to show in the format under working note number 25. See this we have written. Now next, changes in inventory, like this you have to do for all the working note. Changes in the inventory, that is working note number 26, that is opening stock minus closing stock, remaining positive balance, that is 1,350 we have taken. Then employee benefit expenses, that is working note number 27. If you see the working note number 27, there is wages and salary. Wages and salary final total, that is 23,000. See this 23,000 we have written under working note number 27. Then working note number 28 is about finance cost. So finance cost, there is a debenture interest and interest on bank loan. So now we have to see working note number 28 final total. See this final total of working note number 28, 6,650. So same information you are going to show now. See this, here we have written finance cost working note number 28, 6,650. Next, depreciation and amortization expenses. That is working note number 29. 29 working note total, final total. That is after adding depreciation on furniture, discount on debenture written off, and technical know-how written off. That is 8,000. 8,000 you are going to show under working note number 29. Next, other expenses. Other expenses working note number 30. That is final total of other expenses. See this 43,050. So same 43,050 you have to write. Now we want the total expenses. Now we have entered the information from working note number 24 to working note number 30. So now we want total expenses. So you have to add now. From where you are going to add? From 24 to 30, whatever the amount you have written in the amount column, just add this amount. 2,63,045 plus 1,350 plus 23,000 plus 6,650 plus 8,000 plus 43,050. So you will get total expenses here, that is 3,45,095. So now we got total revenue, that is 3,62,670. Total expense 3,45,095. Here our total revenue is more than the total expense. Whenever revenue is more than the total expense, we know that there is a profit, isn't it? So whenever there is a profit, so now you see next one we have to write this one. See this profit before exceptional item and taxes. So how to get this profit before exceptional item and taxes? Total revenue answer minus total expenses answer. Total revenue answer, that is 3,62,670, minus total expenses answer, that is 3,45,095. If you do, you will get the difference amount, that is a profit, that is 15,575. So that is now once we got the profit, from that we have to deduct certain things, that is exceptional item. In this question that is not given, like any dividend tax, corporate dividend tax, if there is any, that we have to see. But there is a provision for taxation. Yes, from this you have to deduct exceptional item and tax, but there is a provision for taxation that is given in the adjustment. Where it is given, see this, we have to see the adjustment. Adjustment number 8, provide for taxation 5,000. So this provide for taxation 5,000 is there, right? So that is short term provision, and this provision is used for meeting the tax liability. So now you see this provision for taxation is deducted. Once you deduct this information from profit before exceptional item and tax, you will get profit for the period. The final profit for the period answer, that is 12,575. So this information you have to show in working note number 2, that is under profit and loss account. You have to show this information, that you have to add this information to profit brought forward. Profit brought forward, there you have to add this information. Yes. So we have discussed till here.